experience success, it's going to depend a lot on leadership. We have 6 senior girls. At this point in the season, we have not elected captains yet, which I think actually has been a very positive thing. It's a little different than we've done in the past, but what I'm seeing is all 6 of them stepping up and playing a leadership role, and that's been really good. We have a young team, we have a lot of new freshmen, a lot of new faces, and having the seniors really step up and take on that leadership role has been huge. I've seen a lot of our younger swimmers really step up and say, it's my turn now. It's my turn to step into the limelight and contribute in ways that I haven't done in the past. And that's what we're going to need, and that's what we're looking for. Look at the 100 backstroke. We have Emily Burns, who came off a breakout year in the backstroke events. Last year was the first time she swam backstroke, and is not too far off our school record going into her senior year, and that's one of her goals. So feel pretty good about the 100 back between her and Haley Hewitt and Gabrielle Mazarek, Julia Applebaum, Hope Sweetenham. We got a lot of depth in that event. 200 back has always been a strong one for us. Haley Hewitt was a conference champion in 2009, and we're looking for her to get back to that spot this year. And a couple of newcomers, especially Jennifer Rothmich, who's a freshman coming in at 202 out of high school, should be someone who can contribute right away in that event. Well, obviously, when you lose someone like Katie Radloff, that leaves a hole in your freestyle events, especially the sprint freestyle events. But we're lucky to have the 2nd fastest sprinter all time at William & Mary in Emily Burns still on the roster. So she's going to carry us there. And then a lot of people there to back her up. Liza McDevitt, a freshman named Sarah Shaner, who we're expecting some big things from. So the sprint events, while maybe not going to have that top end punch that they did in years past, are still going to be really strong for us. And I think we can place a lot of girls at the top end of the conference in the 50 free and the 100 free. Looking toward the more longer distance freestyle events, that's always been a strength of ours, middle distance and distance, and I think it will continue to be. Molly Emery is as talented a swimmer as we've ever had here, and I think she could be a conference champion, or at least compete for a conference title in some of those events. We've got a freshman named Jen Bentley that's already been pretty impressive in practice, and we're expecting some big things from her. The 100 fly might be one of our better events on our depth chart. Between Haley Hewitt, who has been 55, Julia Applebaum, who was a leading swimmer for us last year, Gabrielle Mazarek, who holds the freshman record. Those 3 girls make up a pretty good 1, 2, 3 in the 100 fly, and then there's a lot of supporting cast behind them. The 200 fly, losing Erin Welshover, who was 2 minutes flat, that's a big loss for us. But again, that's an event where Haley Hewitt can step in. We have a freshman named Sammy Cooper, who's been a 203, and we expect big things from her. So I think we filled in some of those holes that we lost with the graduation of Erin. But those 200 flyers are going to have to step up and get down close to that 2-minute mark to be competitive. Breaststroke's our weakness, and it's our weakness not because we don't have good breaststrokers, it's our weakness because we don't have a lot. We really only have 3 true breaststrokers on the roster, and that's Emily Bart, Shelby Randall, and Laura Matthews. So I've told all those 3 girls that they're going to have to carry their weight and then some, because they're going to be doing breaststroke all the time, and the team's going to depend on them in those breaststroke events. We're welcoming 2 freshman divers onto the roster this year. Last year we didn't have any, so we're happy to go from 0 to 2. So Heather Michalak and Lily Bolden are 2 freshmen. I haven't seen them dive yet since we don't have a diving facility at our pool, but from what Joyce has told me, they look really good. They're very talented, they're very eager, and they're working hard. CAA is tough. I think in terms of mid-major swimming, we're probably the strongest in the country, if not the strongest. We're in the top 2. So you've got good teams and good swimmers top to bottom. There's really no glaring weakness in the conference. So every meet is a battle, and at the end of the year, in February, when we all get together, it's really a battle. So last year we were 4th, and we were disappointed in that, and we think that we can do better than that. So we'd like to move up from that 4th place position and be there in the top 3. But Towson, 3-time defending champion, UNCW, George Mason, Delaware, James Madison, certainly a team on the rise, are all going to be stiff competitions. So we're going to have to be at our best in February to be where we want to be. My name is Matt Crispino. I'm the Director of Men's and Women's Swimming and Diving, and I'm a member of One Tribe.